Wagwan, welcome back to another wonderful episode of the Bourbon Jamaican. Today we got Brady the Great and dropping nukes on the ones and twos, and today we got something a little bit unique.
So we're doing malted rye today. We got Basil Hayden malted rye, which came out towards the end of 2023. Just like every other Basil Hayden, it's 80 proof. They said at the distillery all Basil Hayden products are 8 years unless they're age stated, like the 10-year. So this should be 80 proof, 8 year, and we're gonna put it up against the new Riff, which is 6 year and 100 proof. Both of these are 100% malted rye.
What's the new Riff slogan, Chris?
A new riff on an old tradition.
Yeah, I like it.
That's honestly, one of my favorite catchphrases in the bourbon world.
Yeah,
because they're modernized and they still bring out that old traditional values of what bourbon is. So it's a cool little catchphrase.
I like them. They tend to put out some good stuff. I know the winter whiskey is your favorite.
Yeah, we continue to go back to a lot of new Riff reviews, and we continue to support new Riffs. They're literally like 20-30 minutes down the road, if that. So it's easily available.
Yeah. All right, so we were going to blind these, but then we noticed a distinct
color in between the two.
So we would have figured it out either way, but we're going to just try them out and tell you what we think. And we'll be starting from our left, your right.
Yep.
And on the left is the Basil Hayden malted rye, and it is a 8 year.
Yes, and these both are about $60, right?
Yeah.
At least with, like, in my own opinion, like a lot of the new Riff, there is a variation in between, their bottles and stuff like that. But with the malted, or not the malted rye, but Basil Hayden, I haven't tried one that was significantly different than the other, in my opinion. Like, there's different tasting notes to it, but there's not something that I've been truly blown away by the Basil Hayden world.
To me, on the nose, this is floral and tobacco heavy.
It's very tobacco heavy. Yeah, for me, on the Basil Hayden, so far my favorite is the toasted and the sub-style smoke. I hope I said that right. Those two have probably been my favorite. I was on a toasted or double O kick for a while, and those two I have multiple backups just because I like them so much. And for a minute there, they act as if they weren't going to come out with a bunch, but I still see them pop up here and there. But for the most part, those two are definitely on my you must have in your bar list if you can get your hands on the toasted or the sub-style smoke. But
It's pretty much the nose. The nose transfers to the palate pretty well. It's floral, and then I get that tobacco, and then I get a little bit of chocolate.
and rye.
I was gonna say ironically enough, I didn't pick up the tobacco note.
And it's masked with the rye. The rye masks it pretty well, but like once you take a good sip, and I always breathe through my nose, you get that full.
It's very floral though.
I get nothing but floral, and I did pick up a little bit on the chocolate, but it's definitely malt heavy.
The chocolate, yeah, I get the chocolate on the finish. The finish isn't super long, just like all the other Basil Haydens, because it's only 80 proof.
I don't even feel like, in my opinion, it drinks 80.
Nah, it's very light. I figured even with the chocolate, I figured it would have had a little bit more color to it than as light as it is.
It's just unfortunate that all the products are 80 proof. I understand why they are. They gave the whole ideology at the distillery when they did the tour, but I don't know. I'd be curious to some of them. Like, my favorite is the red wine finish. I think that would be really interesting if it were like 110 proof.
Yeah. Did we do like a porter? What porters did we mesh with that in the past? I think we did a video where we did the sherry finish of something and the porter, and then we did that one.
I think so.
I get a McDonald's milkshake, chocolate milkshake with the malted rye. basil.
Yeah, it's very, very desserty. All right, so let's see. Ooh, let's see what the new riff on Old Tradition is all about.
You know, I've contemplated picking up this several different times, and I still haven't added one to the bar. But
I get a little bit of caramel and some malt.
Heavy on the oak, very oaky.
Oak, caramel, vanilla, some really nice malts. And then I get a little bit of a fruity note on the end, and I'm starting to get a little bit of a spice. Very complex.
What proof is the new riff coming?
100. It's bottom and bottom.
It's definitely drinking at 100.
Yeah, I mean that extra. It is younger than the Basil Hayden, supposedly. But that 20 proof does it wonders. It's also much sweeter than the Basil Hayden. It's an easy win to me.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, like I said, I think both of these are around that $55 to $60 mark. That new riff is solid. That's it's a good rye.
Yeah, I would definitely get it anytime I see it. Something you keep in your bar. Definitely a sipper for sure.
where it at, though?
I think mine's back here, so it might be next to the Balboa. I think mine is somewhere hidden back here. I got a couple of them.
So here's my question: would you guys take that over the Balboa?
No.
Really?
I like that. Balboa rye is what got me put on the rise.
I would take it over the Balboa.
Hold on. You might have to bust out the Balboa.
Time out.
We're going, or the win. Here it is. We got the winter whiskey back here too. We thought we were gonna have to bust out
The Balboa, I mean, the Balboa honestly is what put me on the rise. When I went to the tour, that was it's not the very first rye I've ever had, but it was the first rye that I thoroughly, really enjoyed.
So now we're about to change the game.
It's also coming in at 100 proof.
And I think this one might be 4 years. It is bottled and bond.
Yes.
Yep, 4 years, 95.5. 95 Balboa, 5% malted rye. Maybe it's just what you guys prefer. I mean, we're all different.
Yeah.
But immediately on the nose, it reminds me of the Basil Hayden. I get floral and I get tobacco. And
It's not as floral. You get almost like a
that's just the
celery.
nose.
It's almost like a celery smell.
I wouldn't know what that smells like.
Even off the palate, that's a good whiskey. There's nothing wrong with that whiskey at all. I would take it over the Basil Hayden any day. I personally think that the malted rye is twice as good as this.
I beg to differ, my friend.
And
I get cologne on it. I swear.
Well, I'm glad you enjoyed drinking cologne.
It's like I could wear it.
You can wear it.
I'm not the biggest floral guy, but New Riff does rise really well. If I do get a floral note like this Balboa, it's subtle, and then you get like a really nice oak and chocolate to complement it. The floral doesn't overtake it like the Basil Hayden. I don't like ryes or bourbons that floral is the dominant note.
You might be onto something, because now that I drank the Balboa and went back to this, I'm getting almost like it opened up.
It's so much sweeter.
You can taste the age difference in the two of them. Like,
Yeah, so you get more oak on the malted rye, which
Yeah.
I like. I like that caramel note. There's nothing wrong with the Balboa. I'm just saying, I think the malted rye is better. But like I said, everybody's different. There's nothing wrong with that. I ain't mad at you for liking the Balboa more.
for you that have tried both of them, let us enter the debate and let us know what your opinion is, because like I said, the first rye I ever really enjoyed was the Balboa rye, so I may be sticking to them. But the malted rye, you can't go wrong with it either. What you got here, the fall one? Yeah, fall of 2016. I think I tried the spring of 2016.
That's
So that would be interesting.
yes,
to see,
that would be very interesting.
to see the difference between the two of them, right?
Yeah, because the ones at the gift shop now, that would have came out in 22. So the ones in the gift shop now, or if they're about to come out, would end up being fall of 18.
Yeah. So I wonder what the difference there would be. I'm pretty sure Oak Brook down there where I'm at, they have a spring one.
Yeah.
So maybe.
I've never thought about that before because like the big bottled and bond bourbon for me is McKenna. Well, you can't really compare those because they're single barrels. But I've never thought about comparing a bottled and bond
Past
batch.
seasons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
We need to add that to the list. Write it down.
Spring versus fall.
But if you're new to the channel, please subscribe, like, and share. And if you've had either of these on the counter, let us know what you think about them. We're giving you our views on them to try. If you see them, get them, try them. Drop something in the comment. Let us know where you're watching us from.
Yep. Thanks, guys.
Peace out.